All right, it's 99.7 now. Big Reid in the studio. My first interview of 2020 is with one of our very own. She grew up in the Bay, Olivia O'Brien.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. Now, before I turn the mics on, I'll let you know that I've been trying to talk to you for a while now, because Care Less More is probably like my favorite song that you put out.
Oh my God, thank you.
I think it's super, super fire and super underrated. So I just wanted to
Yeah, I love that one.
put that out there while we before we get into the whole conversation. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I grew up in Napa, so I know there's a debate as to whether or not that's part of the Bay Area,
Yes,
but technically
Napa,
it is. If you Google it, I
Yeah,
always
right?
I'll stand by that. And I went to San Francisco for everything that I like, shopping, concerts, anything. Literally everything is in the city. So like I basically grew up here,
Word.
like in the city. So it's really special to be here. Like I literally listen to the station in my car, like driving around and going up.
That's
So
awesome.
it's crazy to be here.
That's awesome. What's like one of your favorite things to do in San Francisco or in the Bay Area in general?
Oh, this is the easiest answer ever. For some reason, I'm obsessed with Hippie Hill and Golden Gate Park. Like I just like to just literally just sit there and listen to music and just chill. Like every time I'm here, I just go and I just lay. I did it last night and I got bug bites all over my legs, but it's worth it.
I'm terrible with mosquitoes. Like every single time I've gone camping, like I'd wake up the next morning with like 40 on my face.
Yeah, dude, same. I literally get them everywhere. It's not fair.
That's what's up. Now, you have a big show tonight at the Regency.
Yeah.
How exciting is that to be performing at like a venue in San Francisco
Yeah.
like the Regency?
I'm so excited. It's I've been there. I've seen shows there before, so it's always crazy to me to come here and perform here, just because like I've seen people. Like I was just telling you off air that like I saw Cody Simpson there when I was like 11 years old. So it's just, I don't know. It's very like, it's surreal almost. It's like doesn't feel like it's really happening.
Who else have you seen at the Regency that you remember?
I don't know. That's just, I walked in and I was like, I saw Cody Simpson here. I had like flashbacks. And
For sure.
Ryan Beatty opened for him, and I'm actually obsessed with Ryan Beatty. He was like a little pop boy back in the day, but now he's doing like cool like alternative music, and it's so good. So it's just like, I don't know. I'm just reminded of all of that. It's so weird, like full circle.
You dropped a project in November, and then you just dropped another 3 songs not too long ago. What is your writing process? What's your process when you get in the studio and you start making these songs?
I just try to be as honest as possible. That's just always been my thing. Writing has always been like therapy to me. Like I don't know any other way to let out my feelings. It's always what I've done since I was probably like 6 years old. So I just take inspiration from my own life usually and just go in and try to write about. I just try to write from the heart, you know?
Absolutely. Now, are most of your songs from real life experiences, or are some of them from like that, or they kind of mix and match?
They're pretty much all from real life experiences. I always say this, I need to work on writing about maybe other people or from different perspectives, because I can't keep just ruining my own life on purpose to like have content. That's something I find myself doing all the time. Like I'll go after guys who I know don't like me back just because I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a great song. Like it's almost become subconscious at this point. Like I do it sometimes without even realizing that I'm like messing my own life up. So
do your friends be like, hey, you need to chill, like you gotta calm down and stuff like that?
Yeah, but also one of my like best friend, I've lived with him for like almost 4 years now, and he's a songwriter too. He's actually on tour with me for the first 8 shows. It's amazing.
Awesome.
But we both like do the same stuff when it comes to writing. Like we both kind of ruin our lives for the sake of our art, and we kind of egg each other on. It's kind of it's slightly unhealthy, but we just are like, oh my gosh, like let's go in the studio. Like I just got my heart broken, and we almost get like excited for each other when like bad stuff happens. But it's so messed up.
It's also like therapy. You could say that.
Yeah.
It's a way to like get that stuff off of your mind and get it off your chest and actually put it, into music.
It's productive because everyone goes through sad things and everyone gets hurt and upset. So if I can channel that into art and make it into something good, I feel like that's the best way. I just need to stop trying to make myself sad for the sake of my art.
Don't make it so sad. We don't want you to be sad. So what are you looking forward to for the rest of 2020? Do you have more music coming out? Do you have a project you're working on?
Well, I'm dropping Micromixtapes. That's what I'm calling them. So like 2 to 3 song projects, which so far has been amazing because I can just like write a couple songs and be like, I'm putting them out, which is when you're signed to a label, I feel like it's pretty rare to do that. So I'm really lucky and it's been awesome. I'm releasing 2 more songs in the beginning of April, and then I'm playing Coachella, which is going to be so amazing.
What's the first thing that came to your head when like you found out that you were going to be on the Coachella stage? Like, what was your reaction like?
I was freaking out. It's insane because like it's one of my favorite festivals, that and Outside Lands here, which I also played Outside Lands 2 years ago, which is incredible. But yeah, I mean, I've Coachella is just like such a fun festival. I missed it last year because I was on tour, which I was really sad about. But in the back of my head, I was like, okay, I'm going to play it next year. It's going to be fine. I'm going to play it next year. And then I'm playing. So kind of manifested that. But it's mind blowing because all my friends are going to be there. All my exes are going to be there. Like all the people I hate are going to be there. All the people that hate me are going to be there.
Word.
But it's going to be fun. I'm so excited.
Like, do you get like, thinking about that, having like exes or people that don't like you and stuff like that in the crowd, does it make you anxious or does it give you like adrenaline to go harder on stage?
I think it's kind of both. Mm-hmm. I'm like, part of me is like, I can't wait to like scream these songs and like look at like one of my exes in particular and just like look at him because I know he's gonna be there. And like I'm kind of friends with all my exes. Like I don't really have beef with anyone. Okay. I just like don't care to hate anyone. But like, just knowing that they're going to be there and I'm going to be singing about them is just kind of funny.
I don't know if I could be someone's ex and be like front row at a show just looking in their face as they're singing about me. I don't know.
Well, the one guy, I swear he's a sociopath. He has no feelings whatsoever, so he'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be okay. His feelings won't be
There's some other ones I'm a little more concerned about. I don't know if they're going to show up, but
that's what's up. Are you looking forward to collaborating with anybody in this next year or so?
I don't know. Honestly, like collaborations are something I feel like I should think about more because when I write songs, it's like I said, it's so personal and so like therapeutic to me that I go in and I write a full song and I'm like, this is a song and this is it and it's a piece of art. And then later on, like a feature or whatever is kind of an afterthought. But I would love to kind of go in and like start collaborating more with people like from the beginning, like go in and write a song with someone else, with another artist. And I think that'd be really interesting because I don't really do that, but I'd love to.
You'd prefer to be in the studio with them throughout the entire process rather than having like vocals sent over or something?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to try that just because I've never really done that. And I just think it'd be cool to get new perspectives. I'm just trying to like branch out with my writing because it's always been so just me and internal like reflection. So yeah, I'd love to try to work with new people this year.
That's what's
up.
I
don't know who.
That's awesome. All right. There's a lot of dope artists out there. And like you said, one of your friends that you've lived with, he's a writer too. I'm sure you guys collaborate all the time.
Oh my gosh, all the time. I swear he's the other half of my brain. We'll say stuff at the exact same time, in the exact same tone of voice, like all the time, and look at each other and be like terrified because we're the same person.
Do you still have family that lives in Napa that's in the Bay?
Yeah, my mom lives in Napa. My dad moved with me to LA when I was like 16. But we kept his house in Napa for a little while and he would go home all the time, but then we just found ourselves like everything's in LA now. So and my mom has a place, so if I do need to come home, I always have a place with her, so it's nice.
How often are you back in the Bay?
Honestly, I probably come to San Francisco more than I come to Napa just for like tours or shows or like just fun things. But I go to Napa at least, I want to say like 3 times a year, which it should be more.
Word. I mean, you're busy. You're an artist. You're working. It's all good.
I usually go in like summer and then I'll go for either Christmas or Thanksgiving or both. This year my mom's family's from Ohio, so I went to Ohio for Christmas, which was really interesting. I hadn't been there in a really long time. Word. But I came home for Thanksgiving, which was nice.
That's awesome. Big show tonight at the Regency. I know you're looking forward to that. You got anything like special that you're going to be doing on stage? Obviously, other than your music. Yeah. But anything, are you going to bring any fans up?
I don't know about that, but this is the biggest show. I mean, this is only the 3rd show of the tour, but it's the biggest so far. The first 2 were a lot smaller venues, so I have my full production. And it's the first show that I have the full production on, so I'm really excited. I have like a big screen and lights and the whole thing, which I've never had before. It's always just been like my last tour was just a neon sign. So it kind of takes a little bit of the pressure off of me. Not that I'm gonna like just stand there, but like it almost makes me want to like, it just makes me loosen up a little bit more.
For sure.
Because I know that I have something else people can look at. Yeah. And then I end up performing better, I feel like, because it's less pressure. So I'm excited about it.
Do you have any like friends that you keep in contact with from high school that may be at the show tonight? Yeah,
a lot of them are in college and kind of around the country. But my best friend from high school, Ariel, is coming up. I think she like lands like literally right now, or she just landed. So
for sure.
Yeah, she's gonna come meet me at the venue, and she's bringing 2 of her friends. So that's exciting. My sister came out and surprised me. She lives in Wyoming, but she came back home and surprised me yesterday. So
that's awesome. Well, I hope you have a good time at the show tonight, and I hope you come back and visit us again soon.
I'm down.
All right.